It's safe to say that many of us are feeling more stressed, more anxious, and more frazzled than ever before. Screen exhaustion and burnout are facts of everyday life. And of course, everywhere we look, there's a new product or guru telling us how to deal with these issues, how to heal, how to find peace, and how to feel alive again. But what if the answer to these real issues isn't in an app, program, or course? What if we could slow down time, de-stress, and cultivate inner peace in a way that's free, simple, and accessible? Luckily for us, we can, and the answer lies in the forest. Forest bathing is a practice designed to improve physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Pioneered by Japanese doctors in the late 20th century, the premise is simple. Taking time to slowly immerse ourselves in nature, nowadays screen-free, leads to positive health outcomes. The practice of forest bathing has been shown to decrease stress hormones, improve sleep, and brighten mood, among other benefits. Growing up, I used to forest bathe without even thinking about it. With no responsibilities or screens, I'd spend hours playing in the woods, swimming in creeks, building forts, and stargazing. But somewhere along the way, adulthood kicked in, and it ripped me away from the wilderness. And with that ripping away came the stress, angst, and fidgetiness that marks so much of our lives now. As part of my slow and strenuous experiment, I chose to go back to the warm embrace of the forest. For 30 days, I made time to enter the woods, even if it was just on the edge of my neighborhood, near my office, or in the rain. And if I lived in a city, I would have gone to a park or found a tree to stare at. All I would do is walk slowly, breathe, and be present with my senses, to immerse and to an extent lose myself in the forest. At first, it was inconvenient. I'm an adult with responsibilities and important things to do. How can I wander when there are chores to be done and emails to be read? The early ventures were often short, rushed, and done with a tightness in my chest caused by my fear of losing time. But then a funny thing happened. As time went on, my forest baths naturally became longer, slower. I felt calmer during than I did before. Sometimes I'd get multiple in per day, and eventually I took full days to go romp around the mountains. Sometimes alone, but often with friends. It became addicting, necessary, a reprieve from the pressures of life. At the end of the month, I didn't stop. I couldn't. Sure, I experienced all the benefits this simple practice promised. I felt calmer, I felt less stress, my sleep improved, and my mood lightened. But this did far more than regulate hormone levels. Thanks to forest bathing, I became deeply acquainted with my home area. I grew to know the trees, the birds, the fungi. I felt connected, bigger, and part of a whole, and also counterintuitively smaller, less important, and less upset by the little annoyances that pop up each day. In the end, forest bathing revived my inner child. It gently woke him up, brought him back into the light, and made him part of me again. And that result, like all the most important in life, is immeasurable.
It was always on fire, our house, our dreams. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed. We found holes in these walls, we like what we saw. Seems so strong until it falls, the final straw. stayed. Real love, we thought it was always on fire. Our house, our dream. We were dancing on wire, red clay